You know, I thought the internet's mellowed down. No, I really did. I generally thought with the anti-gooning epidemic, the rise of normies and anime tourists, plus the nonchalance movement, I seriously thought that maybe hentais are a thing of the past. I mean, just look at the videos where I talk about them and compare how badly they perform as opposed to when I talk about something actually wholesome. But after I found a picture of Waguri getting that's when I knew this place would never change. Come on, Kiwi, have you already forgotten the golden rule? If it exists, there is plenty of it. I know. I knew this was gonna get looted one way or another, and if you remember what I said in my video of reviewing it, you should know that I actually supported it. What I didn't support is when I saw the NTR tag in it. I literally said that if they're gonna make henties of this, that it should just be something cute and cordial. I mean, when Spy Fam initially dropped, artists were making cute lewd fanners of it. Look at Ratatat, one of the most degenerate artists out there making a vanilla parody. Komi also started out wholesome, Dangers in My Heart, Toradora, heck, even Rent a Girlfriend started with a vanilla. But how is the first ever doujin I see of Waguri, of all people, an NTR doujin where she sells herself to an ugly bastard? I mean, what the heck? Just the very thought of it is wild. Like, who watched the show and was like, you know what? I really want to ruin this girl's life. Like, at least give it a year. This is so quick, no hesitation. Just immediately, you're gonna add her into one of the worst situations and 2026 just started. Dead ass, who saw it and went, hey guys, don't you think she would look really good in a doujin? And if you generally ask that, no. There are plenty of other girls built for that already, yet I see a lack of lewdness coming from them. Oh, okay. Well, what if we turn her into a MILF? See, now you have my attention. Someone told me to make more manhwa videos, so I'm here to talk about this one. It's called I Will Teach You Self-Defense, which is pretty interesting because I'm interested in self-defense. I'm thinking of taking some Muay Thai classes in the foreseeable future, so I hope there's more of that aspect being covered instead of just the usual I have big PP, therefore I'm the greatest male in the world type shit. So the manhwa starts when, oh golly, hey, slow down! At least you be the dinner first, explain yourselves! See, that wasn't so hard. Let me take off the narrative voice for a second because already this manhwa is being kinda stupid. So it starts off with the goon bait and then proceeds to hit you with the, hey, you're probably wondering how I got to this situation. But then it says, well, it's kind of a long story. Yeah, it's kinda not. So this dude who we will call Albert, what? I don't care if I've overused that name, I can do what I want. Albert here is down on his luck because nobody is joining his newly opened dojo, and as a result, he basically has no income. One night, out of frustration, he goes out to get a drink by himself, but on his way home, he saw a homeless old man shivering in the street, so he invited him into this dojo and they drank together. This is because the old man reminds him of his grandpa, the person he's looked up to all of his life, who died before him and told him to grow up and be a person who helps others. Bro got the Itadori treatment. Okay, fine. Because of that, we'll call him Yuji. Yuji. Help others so when you die, you can surround myself with friends. Right, Grandpa? No. Surround yourself with thick anime bitches, son. Surprise, surprise, when he fell asleep, the old man turned out to be some kind of magical being, and when he woke up, he found himself with a game system. A game system similar to solo leveling, which is infinitely better. If it didn't suck a lot of ass. I'm gonna assume you guys are already familiar with this genre, this sub-media where the main character finds himself with a status window which allows him to be overpowered and basically cheat in life. But out of all the ones I have read, this is probably one of the worst robots I've had the displeasure of seeing, and I'll get into the topic pretty soon. Anyways, here comes Mommy Waguri. This is the landlady of his place, who is very scary when it comes to rent. Now him with no income would normally be in trouble, but the system bailed him out by giving him 1 million won, which is fucking awesome, I know, but just let me cook for a second. So this dude sees Mommy Waguri and starts simping because, I mean, shit, me too. And as he starts thinking, damn, I wanna play Animal Crossing with her, the system blew up and gave him the mission to invite her. Okay, cool. That's one member down, and that is one member up. So they started doing exercises together, yada yada, cue the compilation music, but then the system said, massage has been unlocked. You can now massage this woman. I mean, can't you just do that regardless? I'm a masseuse. Didn't need the system to unlock it. But during my first read, I'm like, okay, it says all body parts are touchable, so I guess it's a system that allows the user to do anything he wants. But then, when he starts massaging her bakeries, she gets pissed off at him. Cause I mean, yeah, that would happen. So the system went up with an emergency to him and said, oh shit, you gotta get yourself out of this. Motherfucker, isn't that your job? So anyways, Yuji with a smooth mouth managed to convince her, somehow, and the system was like, cool. Now here's your next task. Bro, what? Knowing the type of manhwa this is, it isn't hard to figure out what it means by that. But you did not give him any tools. You just told him to get it done without giving him any prep. So he uses his communication skills and somehow convinced her to let him, let's say, do unholy things while still not crossing the line. And you're like, okay, nice, this is what I've been looking for. Yada yada, typical action scene ends, she leaves out of embarrassment, and this fucking system says that he hasn't succeeded. And so he has to complete it in a limited time or else the system will leave him. Well, good fucking riddance, right? You haven't been doing shit, all the stuff I've succeeded on was purely done by my own work and riz. But you forget that the system gave him 1,000,000 won. So if the system leaves, so will the money. That money that he already used to pay for his rent. So either way, he still has to fucking do it. And again, he is given no help. And also, your objectives are too vague. What do you mean by this? You can literally mean anything. Because I saw what he just did, I would say that is very satisfactory service. So can you at least specify what you mean by this? So now he is forced to chase after her by being a swimming coach in a place she regularly swims in and pull off his magic over there. Why are they making this so dramatic? Bro, she tripped in a pool. You didn't really need to save her. Thanks for catching me, Yuji. No, I'm just glad you're not hurt. From water? But yes, he decides to use a massage skill to get his way and get in an action scene with Mommy Waguri. Now, I know for the people who have read this manhwa, they might make the argument, hey Kiwi, pay more attention. This system may not do much, but the massage thing really is a skill given by the system because it allows Yuji to do whatever he wants while he is massaging someone. Okay, but I'm about to prove why that's not true. Alright, let's say for the sake of the argument, this massage skill lets him do what he wants. That's fair, because there are hints that this is true. However, this does not exempt him from any consequences. Because yes, while it is active, he can do what he wants, as can be seen when he gets to another action scene with Mommy Waguri. But after that action scene is done, he goes home, thinks on what to do on his next mission, and gets evicted. Yes, he did all of that, and she still tells him to get the fuck out. Which leads to him going on a training arc, including a flashback of his childhood. You suck. This is the first time I have ever seen a system make the main character's life harder. Have you an ounce of regret? You leave him with debt, you leave him with power, yet in his hour of need, you forget. The only time I feel like the system gave him a cheat is when he got another student and it made her OP from taking one lesson from him. Sincerely, I don't give a shit. Out of all the cheats for me to give shits for, that is the one I give the least. Poor Yuji, man. Not only does he have a trash power system in JJK, but he also has a shitty one in a Pranhwa. But then in the latest arc, he actually gets a good support item. Oh, now you decide to help. Okay, well, I don't know why, but that's kinda disappointing. I mean, he's gotten this far without you, so I kinda wanted to see him do this shit by himself now. It was more entertaining seeing him use genuine riz to impress the ladies. Maybe he never needed the system in the first place. Maybe these cheats would have made the series more boring. Maybe, and just maybe, the real self-defense are the friends we make along the way. I feel like we really got off topic. Yeah, Waguri is cool, but Mommy Waguri is cooler. If you give me a choice on which one I would rather read between Fragrant Flowers and Self-Defense, I would read none of them. Because I'm too busy watching Fragrant. So this video is shorter than what I usually make. That's because I just moved to a different apartment and it is smaller than the previous one, and for the time being, I have no room for myself, resorting to sleeping in the living room, and I can only edit my videos there too. So you can imagine trying to edit a video on manhwa hentai in a place where your own mother and sister can see for themselves. So yeah, I could only work on this video when they're both out to go to work or go to school, And this also means I can't do shit when it's in the weekends because we are all introverted and like to stay home. Regardless, I'll be back to my own place in Indonesia in like 2 to 3 weeks. So, usually I promise to making more videos, but knowing me, I would probably just keep procrastinating until I need to pay for rent again. So yeah, I actually have nothing else to say. Just wanted to give a little update. You guys care about me, right? Okay, yeah, nothing else to say. Bye-bye!